R2-D2, Your Highness.
Welcome back, Star Wars fans, to SMKR. This is your host, Steve. This is issue 5 of Build Your Own R2-D2 from Model Space D'Agostini. This is the half-scale robot model kit. I subscribe to it, and I suggest you do too. Here are the parts contained within issue 5. And with issue 5, which was part of Pack 2, I received a free binder to put all the magazines into. Here's a close-up of the parts in the bag, and I will take these out, we'll have a good look, and we'll start the assembly process, and then of course afterwards we'll have a closer look at the magazine. Alright, welcome back. Here are all the parts out of the bag, and here are a breakdown of what's going on with issue 5. We have the dome frame, and we have the dome top plate, we have a bearing retainer, we have the bearing itself, and we have a whole lot of screws and some nuts here. Alright, I put all the screws and nuts in a box so I don't lose them. Here's the close-up of the bearing and the plate for that, the top part of the dome, and it's a plastic support for the dome assembly too. Alright, we're going to take and put the bearing in the top plate, so we're going to insert the bearing into the top plate retainer here with the cover on top, and we're going to use 2 of the shorter silver screws to secure it. Here we go, bearing secured in the top plate. Next we will install the first dome frame using 2 longer screws and the 2 nuts. What they want you to do is make sure you line up the arrows, and that's how you get your first one. Take our nuts and we put them in like as such. Put our nut in, line up the holes there, turn it over, holding the nut on the back side, put the screw in, screw it tight, and we'll repeat the same process right here. Put the nut in, turn it over, put the screw in, and tighten it down. There you have it. And that was the last step for issue 5. Stay tuned for issue 6 as we proceed on with the half-scale R2-D2 build. Now let's look at the magazine. Happy modeling, everybody. Here's issue 5. We'll go through it fairly quick. Once again, we build the galaxy, the droid directory, understanding robotics, and building R2-D2. Pretty cool on the B-1B series medical droid. more on that. Then we get rotary bearings, what's going on with the bearings that we're going to be installing on this. So they kind of get into a little description of the parts that we'll be using with each build. And robotic technology, once again the bearings here. Then they give us a layout of the parts that are included with issue 5. And then we get our step-by-step instructions here on issue 5. And lastly, they give us a preview of issue 6 that's coming up.